The Department of Education recognizes the critical role that key stakeholders play in the overall development of the education system. These stakeholders include learners, parents, local government units, and local businesses, each of whom can contribute valuable resources to schools. These resources can be provided either financially, in kind, or through voluntary service. The engagement of these stakeholders is essential to ensure that their activities and resources are aligned with the Department of Education's priorities. When these stakeholders work collaboratively with the Department of Education, they help create an ecosystem that enhances the learning experience and promotes educational success. One of the crucial mechanisms to enhance this collaboration is the effective utilization of the School Education Fund and the local school board of the local government units. The School Education Fund, or SEF, is a financial resource that can be accessed to fund school-based or division-based projects and programs. Through the local school board, the Department of Education can specify how additional resources from the SEF can be used for educational development. However, concerns have been raised regarding the possible misuse of the SEF, which has prompted ongoing initiatives to review its operationalization. The goal of these efforts is to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of the SEF, ensuring that funds are used appropriately and for the benefit of education. In addition to the local government units, other key stakeholders that collaborate with the Department of Education include national government agencies such as the Department of Social Welfare and Development, the Department of Health, and the Department of the Interior and Local Government. These agencies contribute specific resources that directly support the education system. For example, the Department of Social Welfare and Development, through the Panawid Pamalayang Pilipino program, provides financial incentives to families to ensure that children remain in school. The Department of Education must continue to ensure the effectiveness and efficiency of such programs by monitoring their impact and assessing the added value they bring to the education system. Moreover, there are 3 specialized education agencies that play a significant role in shaping education in the Philippines. These are the Early Childhood Care and Development Council, the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority, and the Commission on Higher Education. Each of these agencies has a unique contribution to make in terms of educational development. The Early Childhood Care and Development Council, for instance, focuses on the critical early childhood education stage, ensuring that children are ready for kindergarten. This readiness is not just academic but also social and emotional, emphasizing the importance of good health, adequate nutrition, safety and security, responsive caregiving, and learning opportunities. The Department of Education works closely with the Early Childhood Care and Development Council to advocate for and support local government units in increasing access to quality early childhood education for 3 to 4-year-old children, ensuring that they transition smoothly into kindergarten. The Technical Education and Skills Development Authority is also an important partner in education, particularly for students pursuing the technical vocational livelihood track in senior high school. This track allows students to gain the first level of national certification, which enhances their employability and attractiveness to potential employers. To ensure that adequate resources are provided for this track, a joint consultative committee has been created. The collaboration between the Department of Education and the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority is focused on ensuring that technical vocational education is both relevant and accessible. The Commission on Higher Education plays a vital role in ensuring that teacher education programs are aligned with the needs of the education system. One of the Department of Education's priorities is to ensure that there is a strong link between pre-service education and service training and teacher development. A closer collaboration between the Department of Education and the Commission on Higher Education is crucial to improving teacher quality, especially in light of ongoing discussions about the impacts of trifocalization in the education system. There is a need for a more seamless connection between the producer of teacher education graduates, the Commission on Higher Education, and the consumer, the Department of Education, to address concerns about teacher quality. Additionally, The relationship with the Professional Regulation Commission needs to be more transparent, particularly regarding the board licensure examination for professional teachers. The examination's content and assessment methodology should be reconsidered to ensure that it aligns with the skills required by 21st century teachers. To facilitate and enhance stakeholder engagement, the Department of Education has established the Philippine Forum for Inclusive Quality Basic Education, as outlined in DepEd Order No. 010, Series of 2021. This forum serves as a multi-stakeholder platform for consultation, collaborative research, analysis, and high-level advice on strategic basic education policy. It is designed to bring together key stakeholders from various sectors to provide input on policies and initiatives, ensuring that education policies are informed by a wide range of perspectives and expertise. The key outputs expected from strengthening stakeholder collaboration include the development and implementation of a comprehensive framework for stakeholder engagement, revised guidelines for the use of the School Education Fund, an updated policy on the School Governing Council to involve local communities in school management, and a policy on the use of the Partnership Information System to streamline collaboration. Furthermore, the Department of Education seeks to establish and operationalize multisectoral youth development alliances to support the implementation of the alternative learning system. The Philippine Forum for Inclusive Quality Basic Education will remain an active platform for ongoing dialogue and policy refinement, ensuring that all stakeholders are effectively engaged in the process of shaping education in the Philippines. Framework for stakeholder engagement developed and implemented. The development and implementation of a framework for stakeholder engagement is essential to ensure that all key groups, such as local government units, parents, businesses, and other education-related agencies, are effectively involved in the decision-making and implementation processes of education policies. This framework would provide clear guidelines on how each stakeholder group can contribute, how their contributions will be coordinated, and how their feedback will be integrated into the policy-making process. By developing a structured and transparent approach to engagement, the Department of Education can build stronger, more cooperative partnerships with these stakeholders. The framework would also ensure that resources are allocated efficiently and equitably across all levels of the education system, from local schools to national education initiatives. Guidelines on the use of School Education Fund revised and implemented. The School Education Fund, SEF, is a vital resource for local schools, particularly in areas where additional funding is needed to improve facilities, provide learning materials, or support extracurricular activities. The revision and implementation of guidelines on the use of the SEF aim to address concerns about the misuse of these funds and ensure that they are used in a manner that benefits students and improves the quality of education. These guidelines would set clear parameters for how SEF funds should be allocated, monitored, and reported, promoting transparency and accountability. By revising the SEF guidelines, the Department of Education can ensure that the funds are effectively used for educational purposes, reducing the risk of misuse or inefficiencies and improving overall school performance. School Governing Council policy revised and implemented. The School Governing Council plays a significant role in promoting local governance and community involvement in school affairs. By revising and implementing the School Governing Council policy, the Department of Education ensures that there is a more structured approach to involving parents, local community members, and other stakeholders in school decision-making. This revised policy would outline the roles and responsibilities of council members, set guidelines for school governance, and foster stronger partnerships between schools and the communities they serve. The School Governing Council is key in creating an inclusive and participatory environment that not only empowers local communities, but also strengthens the accountability and responsiveness of schools to the needs of students. Policy on the use of Partnership Information System issued and implemented. A partnership information system is a tool for tracking and managing the various partnerships that the Department of Education establishes with stakeholders such as local government units, businesses, non-governmental organizations, and national agencies. By issuing and implementing a policy on the use of the Partnership Information System, the department can create a centralized platform where all relevant information about partnerships is collected, monitored, and analyzed. This system would help identify gaps in collaboration, track the progress of joint projects, and evaluate the effectiveness of partnerships. It would also streamline communication and improve transparency, allowing for better coordination among all partners and ensuring that resources are being used efficiently. This policy would facilitate more strategic decision-making and enhance the impact of partnerships on the education system. Multisectoral youth development alliances established and operationalized in support of alternative learning system implementation. The establishment and operationalization of multisectoral youth development alliances would involve the creation of partnerships between different sectors, such as government, private industry, and non-profit organizations, to support the alternative learning system, ALS. ALS provides flexible learning opportunities for out-of-school youth, those in marginalized communities, or adults who have not completed formal education. By forming these multisectoral alliances, the Department of Education can tap into resources and expertise from different sectors to enhance the delivery and effectiveness of ALS programs. These alliances can help address barriers to learning, provide mentorship and vocational training, and offer opportunities for youth to engage with the workforce. The alliances would ensure that the needs of non-traditional learners are met and that ALS programs are comprehensive, relevant, and sustainable. EDUC Forum actively engaged as multi-stakeholder platform for consultation, collaborative research, and analysis, and high-level advice on strategic basic education policy. The Philippine Forum for Inclusive Quality Basic Education, EDUC Forum, established through Department of Education Order No. 010, Series of 2021, is designed to serve as a collaborative platform for all stakeholders involved in education policy and practice. By actively engaging the EDUC Forum, the Department of Education can leverage the expertise and insights of diverse groups, including education experts, community leaders, business representatives, and government agencies. The forum serves as a space for in-depth consultations, collaborative research, policy analysis, and high-level advice on strategic issues in basic education. This platform facilitates an inclusive approach to education reform, where policy decisions are informed by evidence-based research and the perspectives of a wide range of stakeholders. By strengthening its engagement with the EDUC Forum, the Department of Education can ensure that its strategies are forward-thinking, inclusive, and responsive to the needs of all sectors within the education system.